this is John Patrick Hickey. We're talking about success and what is exactly success and what does that mean to you as a person? How does you live a successful life? Because as I said before, success is not money, fame, power. It is not outward things. Success is the fulfillment of your purpose. It's first to identify your purpose and then to go on to fulfill that purpose, because that purpose is what you were created for. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about purpose. What exactly does that mean when we talk about fulfilling our purpose? You know, a lot of times people will look at what it is I am here for, or what is my purpose. When I've spoken at different places, a common question people ask is, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And my reply is always the same. What is it you want to do? You see, a lot of people don't think that their purpose is something that they want to do. For some reason, especially those of us who are Christians, those of us who are believers, would think that God, for some reason, is going to put us in a situation that we really do not want to be in. That He is going to make us do something as a life purpose that is going to make us unhappy or miserable or take us away from the things that we love. And that's not true. You see, our purpose is what completes us. Our purpose is the thing you were created to do. So until you do that, you're, in a sense, incomplete. So the thing that you are going to be drawn towards, that is your purpose. And we also get confused a lot of times thinking that purpose or our life's work has to be something that's defined as ministry. Well, that's not true either, because it is just as important to own a business, to serve in a business, to serve other people, to be an artist, to be an author, to do whatever it is that God has placed on your heart to do. All of those things are important. And in a later video, we're going to talk about how by fulfilling those different things and taking on the role of being successful in what we would consider secular business or secular work is the way that we're going to truly influence the world to make it a better place. But like I said, that's for a later video. What I want you to do right now to try to find that purpose is I want you to sit down and I want you to write out what it is you really want to do. Now, I know sometimes that's hard to figure out. Let me give you some little things that you can do to help. When you sit back and you daydream, and we all daydream, daydreaming is actually a very good thing. But when you sit back and you daydream, and you let your mind wander, what is it that you always go back to? What is it that you keep going back to? Is there some kind of thing that you really wish that you could do? Maybe you haven't done it, but you wish you could do. And you've always wished that you could do. Something that you always wanted to be a part of. I remember back, as far back as I can think, that one of the things I always wanted to do was to write. I just always liked to write. I like to tell stories. I like to, at one time that was in a sense my work, as I worked as a storyteller. I went around and I told stories at schools, libraries, festivals, all different kinds of things. When I always say that back in the 60s, when everybody was into music, all my friends had great musical talents. They could play all kinds of instruments and they could sing. I have no musical ability at all. When God was handing out musical talent, He just decided that I wasn't going to get any, and so I didn't get any. But what I could do was tell a story. And so I told stories instead of singing. But I wanted to be able to to communicate through writing. And it wasn't until later on in life that I really decided that that must be my purpose. When I discovered this process of what it is you really want to do, what do you keep going back to? And so I began by writing books. I began by doing some writing, putting forth the effort, and I'm still writing today and feeling that sense of satisfaction that you get from fulfilling those purposes. So what is it that you were there for? Now, one thing I want to tell you, never disguise or mistake your purpose as I want to be rich, or I want to be famous, or I want to just have everything that I've ever wanted. That's not a purpose. Wealth is not a purpose. Those might be rewards that happen, but they're not purpose. Your purpose will always be to benefit other people. You always will, everything you do in your purpose will benefit other people. You will always add value to the world, not take things away from it. So if what you think you want to do is not adding value, then you're mistaken. So sit down, figure out what it is that you want to do, what it is that you've always gone back to, and then you can start working from there on just what your purpose may be. Now, that purpose may lead you into just service. Don't, like I said, don't mistake and think that if you find your purpose, you're going to find wealth. Money is a reward for successful work, but it doesn't define successful work. We're going to talk more about money in our next video. This is John Patrick Hickey for the Growth Center, and I do want to encourage you to always live your purpose and change your world.